Hey everybody, Pastor Vern with you for the daily update for October 1st, 2020, rolling into a new month as we continue our journey uh, through whatever we call this scenario we're in now. A trying time, maybe a test. I don't know if we're in this kind of a test to see if we remain faithful or not, but that has crossed my mind a couple times. Are we drifting away from the church because it's inconvenient to be church now in a time of pandemic, or are we asked to be even stronger in our faith and open our hearts to greater endurance in the faith? Um, Keep that in your mind. Think about that a little bit as we move forward into heading towards the end of this year and hopefully a brighter year to come. We are into the getting right towards the end of the New Testament. We've got the epistles that John wrote. There's three short ones that are real gems. They're short. You can read them quickly, and I think glean a lot of information. Then when I think we have one more, just one more between that and the book of Revelation, which is a subject all to its own. So we're going to take off and look a little bit at First John. Now, this is the first of three epistles. It is a general epistle. It's not written to anybody specifically. You would see if in Second and Third John that they are addressed to someone. First John is basically just out to the whole world in a way that everyone could maybe gain some knowledge. What has happened here, and I think what spurred John to write these, is John outlived all the rest of the apostles by, I think, probably a considerable amount. Most of the apostles have been martyred, or many of them have been, for their faith and for their teaching. And for some reason, God has continued to favor John with maybe it was his straightforward ability to communicate with people. Maybe it was something else. But John is enduring through all this difficult time of persecution and so on. And he's, as he writes these epistles, he's very concerned about the direction that the church is going. He has seen a tremendous amount of heresy coming into the church. Probably the most significant is Gnosticism, which has come in and says that sin is a product of the body, not a product of the spirit. In fact, people who, if you see the Gnostic Gospels as they're called, they will tell about punishing the body because the body is evil. They will talk about causing yourself pain because the pain will help relieve sin out of your evil body, and they disconnect the who we are as physical human beings with our spirit, and that's not what God or not what John is trying to tell his believers. What he talks about more is obedience to Christ. That it's you can't separate your spirit and your body as far as sin is concerned. That you need to be able to watch over your actions as well as your spirit. And he comes up with some messages, and the key words in all of these epistles, and especially I think maybe in the first one, is he talks a lot about light, love, and life. Now, he wants us to understand that we can live life abundantly, and that our physical bodies are a gift from God. It isn't our physical bodies we have to fight against. It's how we use them that can be sinful. And so he kind of breaks his message down in the first John as first is about logos. It's really about what Christ is, what is spirit, what is life. Second one would be light, and the second one would be love, and the last one would be life. That was kind of the categories that we could split this into as John writes these words. And he he's just very fearful that that the followers are not understanding true doctrine. That's kind of a theme in the epistles, and as we get to these shorter epistles that are directed in certain directions, we see that even more. That has been a common problem in Christianity throughout its existence, is how to adhere to doctrine, what is true doctrine, and all those who would tend to try to bend doctrine to meet their thoughts or bend doctrine to meet what the world finds as acceptable rather than what God is telling us to do. We are in the midst of that each and every day for the last 2,000 years. We have some of that in really strongly being debated in the church now. And we just pray that right doctrine wins the day. All right. Well, take good care of yourselves. Watch out for others the best you can and stay safe. We'll talk to you later.